Did you know that when you have a fear within you, that fear actually drives you to make decisions or not make decisions? And when you're thinking about your mission, you're thinking about why you're truly here, you don't want any of those fears to hold you back. I'm Susan Kennard. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. We have a heat wave here at the moment in the UK, and so I have a fan going on in the background, so I hope it's not going to interfere too much with the sound quality that we've got here today. So what I really wanted to do was to work with today on this video. I wanted to take you through one of my favorite processes, and it's a really powerful process. I actually did it. It's the walls that we have around our heart. So I call it the emotional wall. And last night on my members group, we actually accessed a part of us that felt disconnected to source. So my soul's mission membership, we always work with aspects of mission. And so obviously, because that's the point of it, to really align to your mission. And so what happened was we accessed way back into, a baby in the womb, a baby just been born, with this cord around their neck, children of 18 months old. And what was really good is that we actually didn't need to know what the story was. We could have known the story, and it may have helped to, may help to know where you had the shock, the trauma, etc. But sometimes we just can't access that. So I'm just going to go to my videos and see if anyone is live. Let me just see. So what I was going to say is that if you can, if you know something, and you know that there's an event that's happened, and maybe it's to do with your father, your mother, school, inner child, work, whatever, that is great, and it is really important. And I have another process for that called time traveling, and I'm going to leave the link below for my program, which is a self-study program, which you can all do if you want to. But I wanted to take you through this particular process because it accesses, and let's think about fear today, because when we're looking at the astrology, of what's going on right now, and I'm an intuitive astrologer as well as a trauma specialist, I looked at it and I thought, oh my goodness, we've got Uranus in Taurus, which I'm going to talk about tonight in more detail on my moon event, because it's a full moon today in Aquarius. So I'll be doing a moon event at 9 p.m. UK. I'll leave the link below. So if you're a member, obviously you get that as part of your membership as well. But if you're not a member, you are very welcome to join. I'll be talking more about that because actually what we're looking at is the Saturn part, which is stopping us and making us look at what isn't working for us. Okay. So today, what I really wanted to do was to help you with maybe one particular fear that you didn't even know that you didn't even know, if that makes sense to you. So it is a fear that it's possible that is stopping you from truly moving forward to the next step in your life on your mission. Okay. So I believe that it's my mission to help you align to your mission. And how I do that is by helping you release the unwanted emotions, but also those trauma blocks and those parts of you that stop you from being your best self. So it is just my pleasure to share this with you because it's actually one of my favorite processes, the emotional wall process, because we have these heart walls. We go through our life and we put up more and more of these heart walls, and we get to the point where these heart walls are so tall, and some of them are even infinity, that we actually can't access them. We can't see what's over the wall. We don't know what's going on over the wall, meaning what is in our future. And so right now, lots of the young are getting their results. I think it's here in the UK anyway, definitely. They're getting their results for exams they've taken if they're at mainstream school. And I'm hearing of a lot of young people actually not choosing to be here. And one of the things that I was speaking about yesterday with my group was actually, why do they not want to be here? Yes, we've got soul's choice. Yes, I know 100% that, we all have a soul's choice. And I believe, being a channel for many, many years, I believe that we have many doorways and options, not just one, that we have many get out clauses and places where we can opt out. And it could be that those young children of age 15 who took their lives, it was their time, and maybe their family needed to heal something or whatever, I don't know. But I do feel that there is a huge amount of fear in this world, and I do feel that it's unnecessary, because actually when we remember who we are and we release those blocks to our connection to source, our connection to who we truly are and what we're here for, then we don't have those fears. Because a fear is false evidence appearing real. So just think about it for a moment. It's a fear that you will have decided is a fear. Yeah? Somebody else might have decided it for you. Your mother, your father, your teacher. Epigenetics, meaning, your ancestral lineage, your past lives, whatever. Yes, you brought that in. But you can choose not to believe the same as others. So it's one thing to say, well, I'm not going to choose to believe that. But it's another thing to actually access that part of you that actually felt the first time that seeding of fear. Okay. So would you like to do that? Would you like to go through that process? Would you like me to help you and guide you through that process today? And so I'm just going to see if people's here. Okay, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Does that sound like a good idea for you? And just have a think for a moment, what's coming up for you at the moment in your life that actually makes you feel afraid or triggers something within you that is creating a mind loop, a perception of belief, a situation that is happening within your relationship, or something that you feel, oh my goodness, not this again. Yeah. So just take a moment to think about that, just a moment or two. We're running retreats at the moment. The one on Monday was so powerful. And you definitely can get the replay of that now if you weren't able to be there live. And it was working with the accessing of the part of us, ourself, our true I am presence. And all of those times that we didn't feel worthy of it, or we didn't feel lovable, or whatever that might be. And this Monday coming, so this Monday coming is the 18th, I believe. And part 2 is all about relationships. So we'll be working for 90 minutes on a live call, working with specific relationships and healing those relationships. And on the 3rd week, so as we go into September, we're going to be working with money and our relationship to money. And on the 4th week, we're going to be working with mission. So this is going to be a really good precursor for you to actually do this work today and do this emotional wall process. Okay. So is that all I needed to say? Yeah. Don't forget that you can join me tonight at 9 p.m. on the astrological event where we'll be doing meditation, healing, and I'll be looking at the chart and looking at the astrology and listening to what the guides have to say, because yes, I do astrology, but I listen to the guides. And so it's intuitive astrology. And I'll also be doing some cards. Sometimes I get to do a card reading for every single person that's live. And sometimes I just do it for the house system. So it depends on, what happens in that event. So I just get guided with what is right. Okay, so I think we're ready. I think we're ready to do this process. All right. Okay, so let's come into our heart space. And just take this time for you, whether you're listening live now in the now moment or listening after in the now moment. Just take this time for you. Okay, so breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just do that a few times. And you may start to feel the sense of your energy aligning. And then I want you to imagine a beautiful sparkly, today I get it as a silvery sparkly light within your heart. And it actually has the spectrum of light within it, the full rainbow light, but it's more white silver with just a beautiful reflection of rainbow. And just imagine that throughout the whole of your heart and your body. Just imagine that flooding the whole of your body, all of your cells. And so you actually get this sense that you are this beautiful sparkling light. And then I want you to imagine there is a beautiful star under your feet, and that is your Earth star that connects you to Mother Earth. And a beautiful star above your head, which is your soul star. And I want you just to feel that frequency and that vibration. And let's invite in all our teams. Let's invite in our guides. Just feel the sense of your guides coming close. I already prepared a sacred space with you all. So you know that all of these guides are beautiful, high vibrational guides coming in to support you. Okay. And just feel that sense of peace and calm just for a moment. Okay. And so you can either choose to have your eyes open or your eyes closed. And I work quite quickly with this process. So I want you just to think about, as we said at the start, something that you feel you're holding a bit of fear to, that you think stops you from moving forward to the next step of your mission. Okay? Or something really important in your life. It doesn't have to be your mission, but it all points towards that. And so I'm going to click my fingers, and when I do, I want you to imagine a wall in front of you. So just get a sense of that wall. How high is that wall? What is it made of? What colour is it? And how does it feel that that wall is there in front of you? And just take a deep breath and just connect with that. And then I want you to imagine what would be over the wall. And just see what maybe you can see is over the wall. Okay, just note that. And then I want you to imagine that there is a child standing next to you now. And just get a sense of how old they might be. So they could be really young. They could be much older. They could be a tiny baby. And I want you just to connect with them. And how do they feel that that wall is in front of them? So just check in with them and how they feel. And then I want you to imagine that there is a beautiful angel standing by their side. And that angel comes in and offers your child this beautiful basket full of sparkling stars. Each one of the stars are pure and they're bright and sparkly. And I want your child to choose the star of connection. If your child is too young, then the angel will give your child the star of connection. So I want you to receive that star of connection and see as the child or the baby places that in their heart. And just take a deep breath and just feel that sense of expansion within your own heart. And a sense of, the guides are saying, a sense of feeling grounded. Okay, good. And then I want your child to look in the basket and see and find the star of unconditional love. And just to pick that star up or be given it, and to place it in their heart, remembering that they are unconditional love and that they're worthy of unconditional love. Okay. And then what I'm hearing is the star of peace and calm. So this is always tailored to whoever I'm working with, but today I'm hearing peace and calm. So for your child to reach in and choose the star of peace and calm and place that in their heart. And as they place it in their heart, they start to feel this sense of calmness and the memory that they can come back to that moment of peace that was always within them. They just forgot. And check in with how your child is feeling and check in with how the wall looks now. Okay, so we're keeping going. So the next piece that the guides want to do with you is for the child to look in the basket for a beautiful cloak of protection. So either the angel will put it around their shoulders or the child will put it around their shoulders. And this is their cloak of protection. So they no longer have to look behind them. They no longer have to be hypervigilant. They no longer have to be on guard. And just get them to feel how it feels to be safe and looked after and protected. Remember to breathe. So I want them then to look in the basket and to find their very own magic wand. So get them to take their magic wand and to wave it excitedly. A bit like this one actually, I've got one here that I use sometimes. You can see that on the video. So get them to wave their wand, and if there is anything left of the wall, get them to use their magic wand to disappear the wall. Okay. Just get them to do that. It takes a second. Take a deep breath. And now what can you see over the wall, where the wall was? So what was behind the wall? What can you see? We haven't finished yet. And now I want you to turn to your little child. And I want you to say to that child, out loud if you can, this is the compassion piece, okay? I'm so sorry that you were so scared, that you put up this wall to keep yourself safe. Just take a deep breath and notice what happens when you acknowledge that child. Okay. I'm so sorry that you forgot. You were always loved and looked after. by the universe. And now check in with how your child feels. And then they're going to tell you what else they need. So just listen in your heart. What do they need from you? And so whatever they need from you, I want you to acknowledge it by saying, I'm so sorry that you didn't feel, or whatever it was, acceptance, acknowledgement, whatever, loved, lovable, free. And just acknowledge that with them. And keep doing that just for a moment or two. Ask them, is there anything else you need from me? And then ask them if they would like to go into your heart. And just check in and see if they're ready. If they're not ready, keep asking them, what else do you need? It might be trust. Yeah. But if they are ready, get them to wave their wand and put themselves, magic themselves into your heart, integrated into your heart. And then I want you to look at what you can see in front of you. Just notice how it feels, notice what's changed, notice the feeling you have in your body. If that child has connected with you, that's been outside of you for all of those years. And then I want you to repeat these words. And when you say these words, when I give them to you, I want you to imagine that as you're saying them, you're walking across the threshold of where that wall was. Okay? So I want you to say, as I let go of the past and the limiting beliefs, I step forward into the present, which creates my future. And then, kind of in Julie Andrews style, I want you to imagine that your arms are out wide and that you are embracing this new energy of freedom. And feel that feeling within you and the light within you. And I want you to take a snapshot of that feeling that you're looking at and make it into a tiny, tiny cube and bring it into the heart where you're sitting now. And then you can come back to me. So I'm just going to talk for a bit while you stay in that process and you stay in that frequency. If you were not able to disappear the wall, all it means is that there are some other emotions, some other things that needed to be acknowledged, and maybe some more stars, some more gifts from the universe needed to be given to that child. Okay, there are many more that can be given, and so it may be that that's the case, or it may be that you just need to do this process again, which you absolutely can. And if you did manage to bring your child into the heart, then you know that you've healed that part of you. But that part of you has been outside of you for so long, running the show, saying it's not safe to do this. I'm going to stay behind this heart wall because it's safer for me. Does that make sense? So I'll be very interested to see the comments and how you feel now. I'm going to stay here for a bit and just see if anyone wants to share. And also to tell you that this afternoon is the last channeling class of the series. And we start our new channeling class on the 8th of September, which is at 4 o'clock in the afternoon UK. And it is for channeling, writing, speaking, and healing. So over the 6 weeks, we will be accessing the higher guides. We will be channeling information for ourselves, channeling information for others. And if you have a project or a book or something that you wish to work with, then this would be a fantastic opportunity for you each week to be with me and to be with a small group of people where we can actually bring that information through. My channeling course and mediumship course used to be exactly that. And I used to focus on mediumship and all sorts of different ways of connecting. But the guides said to me that they want me to take people to the next level. I've been a channel for many, many years, and I work with the higher beings of light, the galactics especially. Through light language, light codes, and so on. And on my 5-minute frequency tune up, that's where you get to experience the light language and the light codes. Every week, it goes out every Friday morning on my YouTube channel. So make sure you like and subscribe this channel so that you don't miss out on those and all my videos that I do each week. So absolutely, I took on that challenge and I said, yep, okay, we're just going to focus on bringing the higher beings of light through, actually channeling information through the written word, through the spoken word, and through healing. And these 3 aspects are going to catapult you into your mission or further down the road of your mission. So I know that I wrote my book by channeling it. Okay, yeah, it has my processes, one of which was this one within it. But essentially, channeling information is bringing the message through that is important to share with the world. Okay, so if you're a bringer of the light, and or maybe a teacher or a channel, whoever you are, and you'd like to be part of that 6-week program to really bring your message to the world, then I'd love to support you with that. And you just find it over on my website, susankennard.co.uk, and it will go out on my newsletter today, actually, probably this evening. It will go out on my newsletter. So on my newsletter, you get the heads up of all of the different programs and courses and free events. So make sure you subscribe to that, and you just find that on my website, and you get lots of freebies going onto my website. So you might have fun doing that. It's just susankennard.co.uk. So let me have a look at the chat and see how. Oh, that's amazing. So Kerry, who she calls herself here, I know it's Kim, but it was beautiful. I teared up. It was all precious. Yeah. So if you think about, obviously my background is psychology and psychotherapy, and if you think about the psychology of why we would be afraid, then the psychology of that is just to protect us. But what are the possibilities if we didn't feel we needed to protect ourselves? So those little children that have been outside of us for all of this time, actually now more than ever just need to be healed and integrated. So, you know, if you imagine it as a frequency that is outside of you that needs to be within you. So this is our true key to living our heart's desire. So living your true mission, living an abundant life, you know, it all comes from the inner work, because the inner work is a reflection of your outer world. Which kind of makes sense, right? It's like we're a big mirror walking around, and all the people, all the situations, all the amazing opportunities, it's all a reflection of our inner world. Okay. So much love. Lovely to see you all on here. Definitely comment and I will reply to every comment. Thank you so much for sharing your light with me on my channel. Definitely listen to my 5-minute frequency tune up, which is on a Friday morning, because the guides are actually going to come through and clear the frequency of fear from other times using light language and sound. So you might want to pop over and watch that as well. So much love for now, and don't forget you can see me tonight on the full moon event, the astrology event, where we're going to do more healing, more letting go, and Monday definitely for the second retreat on relationships. Okay, so much love. See you very soon. Bye for now.